So we do not have a meeting again. So this is the hot potato that's been going on in the township. At one point, Henyard decided, or at least declared, that it was going to be a special meeting tomorrow. But it turns out that Trustee Carlisle and Trustee Gonzalez is not going to show up. Again, this is from the Gonzalez and Carlisle trustees. They are not interested in having this meeting. They're interested in having the agenda items with approval of agreed bills, renewal of the insurance, picking a new bank account, and the passage of the tax levy compliance report. They're not interested in the non-essential items, which I'm assuming is the tax refund, probably the bonuses. I'm assuming that's non-essential in their opinion. And obviously they're not interested in dealing with filling that vacant trustee position without due process. I'm trying to figure it out myself. So the supervisor is in charge of the agenda, I think, right? Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. And the trustees can vote yes or no, regardless of what's going on that agenda. It's like we're going in a circle now. What is the next move? What is the next position for anyone to get anything done? So Henyard is probably not going to change this agenda. The trustees will continue not to show up. What else is going to happen next? I would like to know, if you are in the township, put in the comments below, what do you think should happen? From the people on the outside, it's just everyone's waiting for something to happen with Henyard in terms of the FBI. FBI investigations are slow. Some FBI investigations can go up to years. What is the plan? What's the strategy here? Forcing Henyard to take down the unnecessary agenda items until they put exactly what they want. From what I've seen from Henyard, she doesn't really do anything unless she's like legally forced to. Can they get a judge to force her to change the agenda? So I really don't know what the next move is. Personally, when I think about it in terms of Dalton, the trustees showing up with Henyard, going back and forth, confront her to break things down instead of just not showing up. So this is the gridlock that we see here. With all of the bad blood and personal issues, it looks like nothing is going to get done, and there is no solution that I can think of other than, I guess, waiting for FBI investigation that no one knows when it's actually going to be concluded, if she's even going to be charged, before certain business items can be done in the township. This is what the township residents is going to have to deal with, because right now nothing is getting done. So that leaves us to tomorrow at, I think, 5 Central, where I guess Henyard is going to be there. There will be no other trustees, can't have the quorum, so they can't have the meeting. She already did like an hour and change of talking about the situation. Is she going to do it again? I guess it's going to be like the same thing that she said already. Is any new information? Will she finally start showing some of receipts, some of the issues that she says that is happening that makes her the victim, or at least that there's some issues that she wants to address from others? Will she finally speak about that? The receipts need to come out if there are receipts. We need to figure out, like, what is the issue? What's keeping her from not able to do the job properly, right? At this point, that's what she keeps saying. I have this, I have all this information, they're out to get me. Okay, lay it all out in a very cohesive manner. So really, for the most part, the residents can understand what is going on, rather than it just seems like a personal beef going back and forth. But we will be here tomorrow on a live checking out the meeting, or at this point, I guess it's just called a town hall meeting. But also I want to talk about tomorrow is the people who are looking to replace Henyard as supervisor. And the person I'm talking about is Harvey Mayor Christopher Clark, that has an extensive history and can be considered even more of a problem than Henyard. Harvey is probably in a worse shape than Dalton. And there's a lot of history with him and what he's doing with Harvey that I find to be particularly disturbing. So we'll be still here tomorrow to check that out. But in terms of this situation, at this point, what else is going to happen? Henyard's going to keep showing up. I think that agenda is not going to change. Do they need to go to courts as well compared to Dalton? This gridlock, again, doesn't really help the residents at all. And this is becoming basically like the same episode over and over again. So I do appreciate you guys for hanging out with me when we go through all this. Put in the comments below, if you're a resident, what do you think is the best move for everyone involved? I'm talking about trustees or even a super mayor. What should they do? Because this clearly is just going to be going back and forth until, well, election time? Until the feds show up? What if the feds don't show up in time? Is it possible she can get reelected? Is it possible there's some other groups? I mean, like I said, Christopher Clark is coming in with the Reform Thornton party with him and other collection of trustees. Are the residents of the township interested in dealing with Christopher Clark as the supervisor? It's a lot to deal with. So let me know in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.